What is up, guys? This is Justin, aka FMDigi, and I am here with part number 2 of my experiment swapping MLS and EPL. We're years 10, 15, and 20 into the future. So let's see where we let up. Alright, guys, as you can see, it is July 1st, 2029, 10 years into the future. So let's look at the MLS. Major League Soccer, Manchester City. I mean, this is interesting. Cincinnati getting the win in there. Interesting. Burnley, wow. No one let me know before, but I think this is something to do with winning the Eastern Western Conference, because it looks like that's kind of how it would go down. So, City, wow, they won last year, but they've been like crap this year. Tottenham's winning so far this year. Again, if you remember correctly, I didn't change the dates. So when we come back July 1st, it's middle of the MLS season, beginning of the Premier League. So we're going to kind of be a little wonky there. But let's also look at Premier League then. See how everyone's going on over there. Got LAFC running away with it. Atlanta. So those are the two teams. Orlando City sneaking a win in. That was in the last episode you guys saw. But interesting. We got Cardiff in there as well. Fulham, Leeds, Swansea, West Brom. So yeah, some of those teams getting in there. So who's getting in the championship? Any of our teams in the championship? Chicago Fire, DC United, Real Salt Lake. Anyone down in League One from the MLS? New York City. Oh, wow. San Jose. Things are not going well for those guys. That's interesting to see. League Two, I do not have loaded. Pity on me. Let's see how anyone's been doing. Anyone get relegated there? No MLS teams. No MLS teams. No MLS teams. Okay. So we'll go back here. We'll look at some transfers going on since July 2021 or 2024. Spoiler alert. Okay, we got some decent transfers here. I mean, not big money though. Josh De Silva coming in, I know him. Top one is a goalie, Silvalar. If you guys know him, let me know. I do not, but to Man U to Toronto FC. So he's leaving MLS, going over England. Augustus, the region, Ortega. Came in from China, went into MLS. Here's an MLS to EPL swap. Okay, yeah. Interesting. But not a lot of big money going on. 24. We got the 25 season here. Diogo Jota leaving Wolves for Nottingham Forest. I believe they're probably in, yeah, they're in the Premier League now. So they were in the championship then, more than likely. So a lot of money is going out. Actually, the big money was coming in and then going out, coming in, going out, going out, going out. Cardiff City, they are in the Premier League, yes. So I think looks like more money going out than coming in, for sure. Coming up next, we've got money coming in from EPL to Man City. More money coming in. Norwich must be in the, yeah, they're in the MLS. So, well, not too bad. Some names coming in here. Josh De Silva, as we've seen. So he left and went back to Cardiff City. 27th season, saw some transfers. Decent amounts there. Nothing too crazy though. You know, what was it? 31, I think, was the high. 28 season. There's just nobody spending money from in or out of the US. So I don't know if the reputation that's getting them lower, things coming in and going out. 2029. Here we go. 31.5 million. I think this is our top one. Leaving from the EPL, coming into the MLS, Harry Coyle, 21 years old, valued at 15 million. Just came in this year, so we'll see how he gets on. Not really much going on. Let's look at the past winners. MLS Cup. Been doing pretty well with the teams, with the exception of Cincinnati getting a win in 2024. Supporters Shield. English teams have been dominating since they showed up, obviously. None of the other teams that snuck in there after the fact are doing anything. Cincinnati, even though they had success. Eastern Conference, I believe that was one that doesn't have any MLS teams in it. Here we go. Cincinnati getting a couple of clicks in here 3 times, actually, in the 10 years we've gone. Let's look at award winners. Player of the week. Let's look at player of the year. Goalkeeper of the year. Henderson. Walton Ingram. Ramsdale. When is it that year? Walton. I can't even try to say his name. Gazinga. Gazinga! Bazinga! Yeah, interesting there. Goalkeeper of the year. Let's look at defender. Rookie of the year. So we got here. West Ham. These some decent guys. And from Nashville, okay. So, not too bad. Most valuable player. Oh. I don't know how to these names. Rashford got it in 2023. Got Leonardo Mazza from Southampton in 2024. Bernarby. Inter. Good. Watford. Manchester United. Everton. I mean, the teams are doing pretty good. I mean, they're putting out pretty decent players. Let's actually look to see. Where was there? Was this guy a region? No, he was not. No. So he was a Nugent. Lopez, he is in Manchester City still. Not that much of a value. Wow, he got traded around. Okay. Sheffield bought him for $3 million. Trade. Interesting. Yeah, trades are something you're going to see in the MLS. So let's look at the EPL. See how they've been getting on over the seasons. 24-25 season, so Atlanta United gets the win. Nottingham Forest. So this is what I was thinking, that the lower tier teams were going to come in and kind of dominate, because I really feel like the EPL is just a smidge above MLS. Nottingham Forest coming in 3rd that season. Okay. Curious to see how the Champions League turns out too. Nottingham Forest has a bit of a drop down, but Leeds takes their spot. Oops. 27-28 season, Leeds up there with Fulham. So 2 EPL or 2 English teams up there with the American teams. And then in the most current season that just wrapped up, Nottingham Forest, Fulham. But still, LAFC kind of cream of the crop. I mean, these those points, there's really not a lot. You know, the 2 good teams and then everyone else, it seems like, will have a shot at things. Actually, let's look at the Champions League right now. Let's see how these clubs are getting on. Let's go back 24. Let's go to the knockout round. We don't have, we do have Atlanta United getting knocked out first off, and LAFC getting knocked out. So they're getting there. They're just not able to play very well once they get in there. English teams over here. So we got 3 English teams. All of them lost right out the chute. Orlando, LA, and Atlanta. So English teams. Oh, Nottingham. Of course, Nottingham gets in. Atlanta doesn't make it. LAFC. Let's see where they ended up in the quarterfinal. How Nottingham do. So they got knocked out in the next round. So let's go first round. The next year, 27-28. Oh, LA, Orlando, both getting wins. Who else? Atlanta did not. So let's see how they did in the next round, quarterfinal. Orlando got knocked out. Yep. So the American teams in the EPL get knocked out. Let's go look at the 28-29 season, one that just wrapped up. We got Fulham making it to the next round. Wow, that's it. So let's see where they ended up going after that. Quarterfinal, Fulham gets knocked out by Barcelona. That's rough. So we got the winners, Barcelona, PSG, Real Madrid. So the usual suspects. England's getting no love. I'm curious to see how their coefficient is being handled by that. They did get a drop down from fifth. Now they're back up to third, so that'll help them out a little bit, give them a couple more couple more places in those big leagues. But let's go 24-25 season. I mean, you can already see big money being spent here. Sending out, actually. So we got some good players coming in here. Emmanuel Vignato, still there, valued at $79 million. And big money here going out. So he's from Leeds. Leeds kind of up in the top there. Here's the real big one here, the American club. And then we have this one, New York Red Bulls selling off to Leeds. That's not bad. $40 million. Again, we're getting way bigger numbers here than we did in the U.S., as you can see. Yeah, nothing really strange there. I would expect big money to be splashed in England over the United States. But it is interesting to see, regardless of the league, the money is still spent. Kind of the cream rises to the top in both sides. So let's take a look here at 15 years in the future. All right, guys, we're actually 20 years in the future. I decided not to do 15. It's kind of more in the same. We'll cover it all in this one. So we're 20 years in the future, 2039. As you can see, since we left off, Liverpool, the big team, Southampton, getting in there, though. So we got a little bit of a switch up here where some of the lesser-known EPL teams, but now they're in the MLS, kind of playing well because everything's starting to even out, I feel like. Getting a little bit more level playing field because there's nobody getting relegated or anything like that. So they're kind of getting evened out, it looks like. Let's see who's winning the Supporter Shield. Yeah, Norwich, Watford twice. Norwich. So yeah, it's interesting to say the least. All right, let's look and see how they're doing right now. We got Chelsea, Tottenham up front, which makes sense. One thing I did not do, NACL. Is that not in here? CONCACAF. Champions League. Yeah, I did want to look at this. Past winners. I don't think we looked at this at all. So we've got Arsenal winning it, Norwich City winning it. So not a lot of English teams winning it. Mexico still doing well. Toronto killing it. Came into the MLS. Sure. Oh, Premier League. Wait. Hold up. How are they? Interesting. They're still in because they're in Canada. Oh, that's so weird. So they get to potentially compete in both Champions Leagues? That's interesting. Have they done that? Oh, that's really cool. They have. That's interesting if they would be able to compete in both Champions Leagues. Am I just missing this? Played in the All-Star game against the All-Stars. Okay. One of those. Man. Where's that Champions League action going on? Ooh. In the FA Cup. Cool. Am I just missing this? Or have I just not gone back far enough? Because I know it was kind of far back where they won those 3 in a row. Or did I somehow break the game? Pretty sure I broke the game. All right, I think I broke the game. Maybe they won at 2029. And if I go here to the schedule, 2029 season, I mean, obviously there's no Champions League there for 2029. Oh yeah, somehow I broke something. I wonder if their under 23s played it. That'd be interesting. No. No. Okay. Interesting. Sorry about that sidetrack there. I was kind of confused at how Toronto was winning the CONCACAF Champions League. My guess is because they're in Canada. Because they're not in here. I don't think I moved them. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we've got some big teams winning it. Let's look at the transfers. Let's go back 2029. You know, again, like we saw before, the big money is not being spent out here in the United States. We have the same clubs that would be spending the big money, but because they're in U.S., not a lot. Oh, whoa, hold up. Yeah, Benfica sending money to Man U. Toronto. We got some money coming in here. Big money coming in 30, 32. 33, kind of laying off a little bit. 34, one big transfer. 35. Well, we got a little bit of big money. You know, watch my mouth. Swope Park. 66 million. It's a USL club. Good Lord. Wow. Swope Park, a USL club, getting 66 from Tottenham. That's nuts. That's unexpected. Wow, that was cool to see. So, I mean, some big money. We go look at the EPL Premier League transfers. You're going to see there, I mean, big money's being spent big time. 104, 75. I mean, there's some Danny Olmo going from Atlanta to LAFC, so just kind of across the table. Another big money. So a couple of $100 million in here. And they're spending some money. There's some money going around. Definitely there's more money in England than in UK or in the US. Obviously. Oh, this one weird. Doubled almost. Wow, 200 million, almost another 100 million there. That's nuts. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see, what else can we look at in the EPL? Oh yeah, who's been winning this one? Portland Timbers, Sporting Kansas City. So where we left off, LAFC, we've got Nottingham Forest got a win. They're pretty darn decent. Let's look at the stages actually. Go back to this season here. So again, there's 2 English clubs in the top 4. Here we've got none. So the US clubs put their foot down, decided to take control. Nottingham came in second here. Oh, lost by goal difference. Leeds also up there. The gap looks to be closing as well. Oh, here we go. LAFC with 3 different English clubs. Nottingham, Fulham, and Leeds look to be just dominating themselves. I'd be curious to see their financials. We'll check that out here in a second. Nottingham gets the win. Finally getting a win. Look at that. Only Portland sneaks in there and LA. Everyone else is US or English teams. And the same here. Points. Oh, this one was close. Of course, it's Portland and Sporting. They flipped it around the next year. 1 point, 1 goal differential. Interesting to see all that. I do want to look at Nottingham. Nottingham. They are killing it. Okay, state-of-the-art facilities. Let's look at their landmarks because this is kind of cool to see what they've done. Competition-wise, Euro Cup runner-up. Europa League winners, Premier League champions, Europa League winners again, FA Cup winners, They're doing pretty good financially. Not much going on there. Facilities upgraded their stadium, 46,000, not bad, and some captain changes. Iago Delot, he is in Reading, 18, assistant coach. Decent little career that kid had. A lot of time in Nottingham. Interesting. Curious to see how like Leeds and Fulham. I'm guessing they're kind of the same. Leeds, almost $1 billion in value. Fulham has always been up there. They're just over $1 billion. Let's go down in leagues and look to see who we know down here. Oh, look at there. New England, San Jose. Got quite a few old school U.S. teams down here. League One, Real Salt Lake, New York FC. How have they been getting on? We saw them one of the first ones to kind of get dipped down. They went to League One, back to Championship, League One for a few years, back to Championship. They've had some difficulties. They're a League One Championship kind of team, maybe. Interesting to say the least. I'm not sure anything else you guys want to see here. Oh, let's look at World Cup. I'm curious to see how that's been going on. Portugal got 2 wins in a row. Italy, Holland, Brazil. Okay, decent. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Let's go 2022. Let's look at second round just to kind of see who made it through. Let's see England, US. Kind of curious to see. Actually, let me look see how England's been doing. Their world ranking is currently 7th. Okay, so I mean, it didn't really hurt him too much. To switch countries there. Next time around, oh, this one, way more teams. Let's get this up to third round. Got Germany, Italy, US. Getting some love. Where's US ranked in the world today? 6th. So, interesting. Maybe having those some of their better players playing in those big clubs is working out for them. I don't know. It's interesting, to say the least. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Thank you so much. That was part 2 of my EPL MLS swap experiment. Just see what happens 20 years in. If you guys want another episode, let me know down below. I'm not planning on doing it, but if you guys want to see it, I'll make it happen. Only if you smash that like button. So smash it right now. Comment down below. I want part 3. I'll do it for you if you guys want. But if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. Smash that like button like I said. Thank you so very much. Have a great rest of your day.